record now.
Got it.
Did Miss Nadine come off? She came off by mistake. Yep. Well,
Yeah.
hey Montana. Hey Montana.
Hello.
Hey, oh, she's back now. She's back.
She's back.
Is back. So welcome to Chit Chat with Reecy. You know it's gonna be some craziness that we're gonna talk about today. What's up, girl, Nadine? Hey.
Nothing much. I'm here.
Always loyal. You're loyal to the end.
Waiting for your shenanigans.
And we have DJ Hypeness. DJ Hypeness. Jesse Hypeness. Hey. Hey, Jesse.
Hi.
You don't want to show your pretty face, but it's okay. It's okay. You're Montana. It's all right.
No, because I'm laying in bed working on a flyer.
You laying in bed. You laying in bed, Montana, and I have on no clothes. I don't know what she do, but we're going to do all that. Put our business out there. And we have Nadine Hypeness. This is Nadine, our newest member to MTR.
Nice to meet you. Kinda, but not
Kinda. Yeah.
I hope to meet you in person in June.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So as I was saying before, you know, I have my little podcast on Good Vibes TV, and I wanted to add something else to my channel. So I decided to do this little chit chat with Reecy, which, you know, once it's Reecy, it's never good. You know that, right? Who wants to be good all the time? So we want to talk about what I wanted to talk about today was Bree, that's her name, right? Jesse, Ricky Trooper's daughter, Bree.
Bring.
Right. I wanted to talk about these men out here. When I saw that, I was like, what's going on with these men? So I decided, let's talk as females. I know I'm in the dating world. I don't know about you, Jesse. Montana, I don't know about you.
No, I'm single.
I know I'm single. Nadine, oh, Jesse, just so you know, Nadine's name is Holy Hattie. She's a Christian. She is the hottest Christian that I know. So that if you hear me say Holy Hattie, that's Nadine.
Okay, good to know.
Honey, I'm telling you, if she wasn't a Christian, I don't know what would have happened. So anyway, let's dive into the topic about these men. What's going on with our men out there? What is you out there like I'm out there trying to see, you know, I go on a couple dating apps just to see what's out there. Not good for me. Some people finding love, I'm just not finding anything because these men out here to me are just different from back in the day, men. What do you think?
Well, are you looking in the right place?
Girl, I look in right place, wrong place, church, supermarket.
What are you attracted to?
Bad boys.
That's it right there. That's the problem.
Bad boy. What you gonna do?
That is the problem.
Listen.
You know, I kind of disagree. That is a problem because not all bad boys are bad.
Bad. I want the versatile bad boy.
There are bad boys that know how to defend certain things depending on what they do. But when it comes to home, it's a totally different story. And they take care of home and they're actually good to home. It all depends on how they were raised, the stuff that were instilled in them, and, you know, different aspects. I don't cast all bad boys or what you classify to be bad boys as bad boys when it comes to relationships. It all depends on how they were raised and the qualities that they have instilled. Because there are men that will kill on the street, but they'll never touch their woman. They would never lay a...
Never get that. I don't understand that. Because I would be scared to know that, you know, I'm with a bad man and I'm out there doing the thing, and because the more that I have, he would have killed me over and over and over again. You understand?
Yeah, would work for me. Yeah.
Huh? I have my idea of bad boy is dressing up in Tim's and wife beater and have that swag and just have that lingo, and that's it. But the other part, like him toting a gun and doing that. I don't want that part. So is that a bad boy?
There you go. It
No.
depends on what you classify as bad boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
no.
clarification.
Yeah, it all depends. Me like gunman, so that's a different story.
Where's it, Jesse?
If something happened on the street, you better know how to take care of it.
You
And
better tell.
sometimes we have to identify the things that we are attracted to and make adjustments accordingly. It's not always a man issue, it's a choice issue.
So,
Yes.
so Jesse, you're not scared like how you say you like a gunman. Aren't you scared that sometime like if y'all get in an argument, he gonna pop that, he gonna bring it out?
I like them, but I've never dated them.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
That's a
all
whole
right,
different story.
okay, got you.
I like them, but I've never been in any serious relationship,
Relationship,
any
okay.
Uh,
Me love
gunman.
the
so when you say gunman, does it necessarily mean a bad person? Because I have a gun. I have a legal gun. Many people have legal guns. Does that mean they're
You know,
automatically a bad man because
no,
they have a
no.
gun or no?
No,
Okay.
because a lot of people with legal guns, first of all, it has a structure to have a legal gun. You can't even bust your gun for any reason, or else you're gonna lose it. You must have
Correct.
no.
very, very good reasons. So people that have legal guns, I do not consider them to be bad. You just have a
Okay.
legal gun to show that you can protect yourself, but you're under so much scrutiny. Not everybody busts their guns. They could have it for years and never fire one shot. No, I do not classify those as bad boys or
So is
gunmen.
that still a gunman though, if his gun is
No,
legal?
I do not classify them as gunmen.
No,
No.
Okay.
I think gunman is the one that go out there and do the shooting
With
and the
the
killing and
illegal
stuff.
guns, and they will come.
like
Like my daughter, and I hope she never sees this, she has a problem with, she actually dates them.
Wow, wow. I'd be scared.
She
I
actually
would be
dates
scared.
them. As a
Because
mother, that makes me scared, but with her age group, she's 26, she can make her decisions. I can only talk to her and
right.
guide her, but um, she actually dates them.
I'm not
Now, men like those, there are some that are very emotional and they make decisions based on emotions rather than waiting for a calm moment to rethink certain
yes.
things. And I think that's the situation with Brianna.
Yes.
The person that she dated was making emotional decisions because it's clear what transpired the night before was verbal because they were not next to each other. He was not at the house. She was locked out of her house. Whatever she's posting, everything was verbal. He made that emotional decision to go to her house and shot her 5 times in her sleep.
Woo.
Premeditated
cold
emotional
blooded.
decision.
So
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 wait, hold on. Stick a pin. How do we know it was in her sleep? Because I saw that on the
Autopsy.
internet. Did the autopsy can show that? Okay.
Yeah, it can
oh
show that.
my God.
Okay. All right.
Autopsies can show certain things. The way
Okay.
technology has developed now, your breathing pattern, the certain amount of oxygen you inhale,
Wow.
there are a lot of different factors that they can use to make that determination. Body
So
position, whether
Mm,
she was in
mm,
a
mm.
defense mood, different things
real
can
quick.
make that
So
determination.
what happened the night before?
So, based on her post, she was saying that she was locked out of her house.
Oh,
Um, and her baby father was being very bitter. He doesn't want to tell her where her son is. He just said he's with somebody. She wants to call an Amber Alert. Um, she feel like tonight is the night she's really gonna go to jail. She did call a locksmith. She got into her house about 2:30 in the morning. Um, and that whatever happened took place between 10 and 11:20 when they found the body at 11:20
Mm,
a.m.
mm, mm.
That whole scenario kind of tell us that he had the son. He came home with the son because he shot her in front of the son,
wow.
and he shot her
Oh
while he
my
had the kid,
gosh.
left the kid there and ran away.
Oh my gosh.
That's premeditated emotional
Yes.
decisions. And
Oh.
no disrespect to Brianna. I love Brianna. She was a very nice girl at my party, but she has a hot mouth. And that just shows that women can trigger the wrong set of men that make decisions with their emotions by their words. Your
Right.
words can be a gun.
Oh,
And
so it was public, so maybe he was trying to save face too. So he got
happen, I'm sorry. No, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I was saying, so this was public. So, I mean, all of this was being done in public. So,
Yes, right.
sure, that and trying to save face and made the wrong decision, obviously.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's scary because now you don't know. Like if you do go out there to try and date or be with someone, in the back of your mind, you don't even know what is gonna happen when they get angry. Like it's scary.
Listen, a lot of signs, we have to be real with each other. A lot of signs are shown in the beginning. You
So
have
red
to pay attention
flags.
to words that are spoken even through jokes. Hey, girl, if you give them a thing, they'll kill you, you know. That's
Yeah.
serious.
I love said that.
It's funny,
For real.
but
For
it's
some
serious.
reason they think it's theirs. I don't know
You
why.
know what I'm saying? So
Them
there are
being funny.
signs that we don't pay attention to purposely because we're more focused on falling in love rather
Mm.
than signs of he's calling me 10 times a day. That's obsession. He
That's
wants
love
to
in a
talk to
few
me
mind.
all the time.
In
I,
a, in our mind, we are saying, "Boy, the boy, they he raped me," because he calling me all the
Exactly,
time, but not
exactly,
realizing that maybe he's one of them controlling persons that need to know where you are every minute of the day because them
mm,
have this, you know.
yeah.
exactly. So just because we're not as in love as we thought we were in the beginning, we're
Mm.
starting to pay attention now because we're focusing on different things now. Now you see what he was doing, he's been doing it all the time. But
Yep.
because we're not focused on the love part, now you're seeing the signs. They've been there.
Yeah,
So
because I don't think anybody changes like 360 degrees. Yeah, there are usually red flags, as I was.
exactly, it's up to us to either pay attention on or let it slide. So in a position where we are now single, we're older, we're more mindful. Now is the time to pay attention to things that you did not like in your previous relationship. Now you pay attention to these little things, you know what I mean? And it will help you make better decisions with picking men. There's this guy, I love him, but he's emotional. So that tells me he cannot make decisions the way that he should because he's too emotional. You know what I mean? So those are things that we have to pay attention to.
There's a lot of women that get red flags confused with fireworks, and I've been one of them a
Oh
lot in the
yes.
past. I thought the nice guys were boring because I wasn't feeling those fireworks. And the guys that I thought I was feeling fireworks was really my fight or flight syndrome kicking in, telling me to get away from this guy. That's what I thought was the butterflies. It was really my adrenaline telling me to run away from the guy because these are
Yeah.
red flags, and we get our wires mixed up. We get our signals crossed. We think the red flags are the fireworks, and they're
Sure
not.
do. Sure do.
Yeah, it's
I've been.
dangerous.
Yep. I have been known for that in the
Yeah, it's a big
past.
problem.
In the
Big
past,
problem.
but no more.
Good.
No more is listen, if I can't get what I want, I'm not settling. And that's what I used to do, settle and think that, oh, if he's with me, things will be different, all of that. It ain't
You also
happening.
have to try to make realistic wants for yourself. You can't put them at a level where it's unreachable and then you find yourself being lonely or by yourself for many years. You're human, the other man is human, and I think a lot of us as women, we tend not to pay attention to the fact that men are humans too. No matter how much they're supposed to be stronger, there are not a lot of men that are always the strongest in the relationship. You have to keep that in mind as well and
Like,
treat them as a human. They have feelings. You have to watch what you say, how you treat them. And what you give sometimes is what you're going to get back. So if you give aggression, you're going to get back aggression. If you treat a man in a way that you guys can hold a conversation, maybe you can help him readjust what he's used to and bend certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never too old to
and
learn.
because women have no problem putting their hands on a male, yet they expect them not to react. So,
Exactly. That's an unrealistic expectation. You can't
mm,
just give and say, oh, you're a man, toughen up.
it,
No, some of them are not tough.
that's fair either. So,
Especially these men nowadays. They are not tough. I think the men nowadays is like so different from the ones from back in the day. I'm sorry. What do you think? I think the men
Society
now are needy.
society has changed a lot, you know. Women are more into the workforce now. We're more we're less needy. We're
Yes.
less dependent on them. And I think in a way that makes a man confused about what his role is in the
Yeah,
relationship.
they can feel
Um,
emasculated.
exactly. And that's why whatever is going on, you need to show that respect, that level of respect. Um,
Absolutely.
Still important to him, you know? Some of us
Absolutely.
are alpha females and we tend to forget that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
Absolutely.
have,
That's a big one. That's a
yeah.
very big
And
one.
I think that's one of the main problems we have right about now.
I don't
Because
care how you
Because
finish,
I'm a boss, I can do
allow a
what,
man to be a man.
right?
with
So yeah, we need to kind of raise him up a little bit, especially our black men who I think, man, they're getting a raw deal from the beginning, from the get go. So it's our job to kind of raise them up and empower them.
raise that's what the mother was there for.
So
Dude,
sometimes,
listen.
I don't
no,
think she means raise them up, like
I
support them.
support. That's what I mean.
you know what supporting I do with my men and still
But
get kicked in the butt?
you support too much. That's the
Maybe
point.
you know what
I
somebody said to me? I
to
don't know if it
take
was you
over.
that well, I don't know if it's you tell me Nadine or somebody told me that I like to pick up projects.
Yeah, my best friend say I like to pick up stray dogs.
Yeah, I like to pick up projects and work on projects and fix projects.
No, I think we just have to. There has to be a clear line between mothering, because
Mhm.
that's not sexy.
No, you
No.
keep saying, listen, I don't mother my man, okay?
And it might mean that you're not dating someone on your level,
Oh,
and that might be an issue. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Big
You might
issue.
need to step up a bit, because
And
if
sometimes
going too slow, not going at your pace, there's going to be a problem. You see what I'm saying? So
yes.
you're going to step over him, inadvertently step over him, and that's demasculating. So then you're going to have to be, if you're a strong black woman, you're going to have to be careful who you date. You see what I'm saying? You
How
might
you
be dating
feel how you feel about that, Jesse?
I agree. I think if he's too much of something where you have to keep trying to teach or trying to lead,
yeah,
that's probably not what you should get yourself into.
yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Montana, what you think?
I agree. You have to be equally yoked, or you're gonna have problems. Even I was thinking of my second marriage where my my ex-husband, he had a great job, he was making a good salary, but he felt away because he moved into my condo with me, and that
Mm.
kind of emasculated him in his mind. He didn't feel good about that at all, and that made him frustrated, and he was very unstable. He was running away, like literally he would run away sometimes. And it's hard for them because I think a lot of them, they want to be a man, but in this society, it's hard to figure out uh,
And I
what
don't
that
think
looks like.
and verbalize how they're feeling. That's another set of problems.
Exactly.
That too. That
They
too.
don't tell you like we're supposed to be Miss Cleo and know what's going on in their head,
And
right?
we
Mm-hmm.
all happened to Miss Cleo.
That's where communication, that you can
Yes.
do. You can't teach a man how to communicate with you. Because
Exactly.
everybody have a different love language and everybody have a different way of communicating, and you can teach him what works best for you.
Yeah,
And
I just
you have to learn to compromise on that though. You
I
have
yeah.
just I just say love language. Do you think that would make or break a relationship? Your love language?
Definitely.
it can.
Okay.
I think we all have a little bit of all of them. So again, communication and work. Because at the end of the day, I think if we care about each other and both of us are willing to make it work, it can work. Just
We
that we
say that as women. I know that women cheat and women step out, but we don't do it. I think that when women step out, right, is there's a reason, right? But for men, you say we're supposed to, they look at you and they say, oh, baby, I love you, and you're the only one. And they give you all this, they tell you all these things, and then, and even, and still they go out there and do what they do. And it makes, it's like, what the hell? Why be with some, what's all of that for? Like, it does make me don't even want to be with anybody.
I think that's society. I just
Huh?
think that they get away with it and they think they can always get away with it.
And you know what? We enable them. I can
Yeah,
talk about island people, Jamaican women. I can't talk about nobody else because Jamaican women will put up with that. Oh, once he taking care of the bills, he taking care of home, and he don't. And once the person not showing it up in my face and disrespecting me, that's all good. So,
exactly.
but
Exactly.
but if when I was speaking with somebody that said some guy, and he was like he don't cheat. I was like, you don't cheat, are you Jamaican? He was like, yeah. He was
Bro,
like,
hey,
I
my number.
no, and he got an attitude because I'm like, you can't get mad with me. You can't get mad. It's what I'm know, what I'm used to. Everybody that I hear, every woman in a relationship with a Jamaican always saying that I'm a woman on the side. So it's strange for me when I hear a Jamaican man say they don't cheat.
I like it.
Yeah, what you
It's
said,
the norm.
it's
Like
out of the norm. So if
the,
we know me, if
Honestly speaking, how realistic is that to find a man
cheat,
that doesn't cheat unless you step out of your culture or your religion? There are men out there that do not cheat. I do understand that. I do agree with that. I don't think all men cheat, but I do think that in its majority, it has to do with cultural upbringing, has to do with religion. There are
mm,
certain things, and you may not be attracted to those type of people. So then that is something that you may have to compromise with, because it's very, it to me it's kind of inevitable in certain type of men.
and I
boy,
think
Men eliminate cheating when they're deeply in love or when they reach a certain age.
mm,
They
boy,
exactly.
start decreasing their cheating ways. A
And
lot
I
of times my friends tell me they cheat because it helps with their ego. They want to see if they still have it. It's not that they have a specific interest on the outside. Sometimes they cheat because they just love variety. Doesn't mean they love their woman at home any less, or they would leave their woman for any of the women that they're cheating with. You know, there are different reasons. Is cheating a deal breaker for me? No. Honestly speaking, it's not a deal breaker for me.
What if they don't use protection? You could die. That's like threatening your life.
You
yeah.
could die stepping out of your house.
That's
mm,
true, but do you want to die from AIDS? Do you want to
No,
catch
I don't.
warts,
But
herpes,
that's a conversation.
syphilis?
I'm not saying that I like it, I want it to happen, and I'm okay with it. But I am saying if it does happen in my relationship, it's not a deal breaker for me. And
You
there are
wouldn't
different
leave the
reasons.
person.
It's not black and white. It's not
Right.
black. Cheating is not black and white. There are so many reasons why things can happen. You understand? It's not a black and white situation. So to me, it's a case by case basis. If my
True.
man cheats, gets a woman pregnant, I can't do babies. I ended my 9-year relationship because I
Where's it
cannot do
Jesse? You
babies.
can't do babies.
No, I
That's
can't.
that's the deal breaker right there for you.
That's a deal breaker for me.
mm.
But that
Because
whole
now you
baby
have
mama drama.
confirmed that you're not having protected sex, and you added a third person to the relationship that I'm
Mm-hmm.
not willing to compromise the headache. I just don't want to do it.
Right.
I think if I'm in a relationship, I mean, he's gonna do that at his own risk. So it's up to him if he thinks that that other person is worth it, because I might stay, but there's a 90% chance that I'm going to leave if I find out. So, bro, it's up to you. At the end of the day, you can't force anybody to do what they don't want to do, and it's difficult for some some men actually think, like my son's dad. Oops, sorry, dude. But he thinks it's normal for a male to cheat. Like you actually have some men thinking that a man was not made for one woman, as they would put it. So if I'm dating somebody and they have that mindset, hey,
Right off
forget
the bat, you don't want to get into that.
it. Yeah, because you know what is gonna happen. They're basically clearly telling you that okay, I
Right.
cannot. I'm not seeing myself being with one woman. So,
If
but
you go into that relationship, you're going into it at your own risk.
exactly.
As he already knows.
It's not only Jamaican men, it's not only Caribbean men.
It's true.
I remember one of the most beautiful women I have seen actually was shocked when I said that I want a monogamous relationship with a man. She's like, I expect my husband to cheat. And I'm looking at the girl and I mean she is beautiful, educated, strong woman, Spanish. And she thinks her husband is gonna cheat on her.
Listen, if Beyonce got cheated on and Halle Berry, and they have everything.
Yeah.
They have everything, money, body, fame. Huh?
It's not just it's deeper than that. It's
No,
not
but I'm
just
just saying. No, I'm just saying. You're saying that this girl was beautiful, but I'm saying, look at these celebrities that have it all. We want, not we, but society want to be what they are, and they're still getting cheated on.
yeah, so it boils down. But the fact that she actually is expecting it.
That's bad. You're going into the really, yeah, it's true. It's true.
You know why she's probably expecting
You're
these
going
are some of the
to the
points that I
relationship
make to my
expecting it.
friends.
Like, okay.
I
Maybe she's
think why she's expecting it are those are some of the points that I make to my friends when they confide in me about their boyfriends cheating. You cannot withhold sex from a man, especially from and expect
that,
him to be faithful to you. That's just ridiculous. He's not gonna use his palm all the time. Second, to answer to Montana about diseases, you can practice safe sex within your relationship. Just because you're with somebody doesn't mean you have to
Yeah,
eliminate that part. So you can practice safe sex at all times if you don't trust your partner.
true, true.
You cannot withhold sex and expect a man to just be with you. You cannot
But
take the role of a
you
man in a household and expect that he will always do what you want him to do. It doesn't work that way.
Jesse, you can want, you can do my head top, you can do wear the negligee, you can do everything this man want, and he still go out there. You
That is true
but
because
most
some like to
times
exercise their ego, situation, variety. Sometimes, all right, I'll give you an example with one of my friends. He have a very beautiful girlfriend. They both travel the world a lot. He loves her endlessly, but he likes big butts, and her butt is flat. He's always gonna be drawn to a big butt. You cannot date someone that is not what you really want physically. You will
right.
always be physically attracted to what you really like. You cannot date a slim girl and you're into big girls. You're always going to look for that big moment.
You know what?
man.
Listen, you know what, Jesse, my first husband in love Jamaican, love Spanish girl, you know. When I tell you this man is a love Spanish girl. And when we used to have parties and stuff, we used to have a lot of Spanish friends, and I never met them come over the house. It's like never. So sometimes when I want him to get a little fix, there was a, you remember Telemundo? I used to turn it on to Telemundo and say, get a fix now. You can sit down and watch all what you want to watch. But I never let them come to my house. Because it's like tempting, it's like bringing temptation to him.
And you know what I told myself? One of my requirements in my relationship, when I'm getting to know you and I ask you what kind of girls you like, if you tell me you're into a certain type that does not fit who I am or what I look like, I cannot date you because you're going to look for that. Those are stuff that you have to put together. If a guy like big thick girls and you're not big and thick, what you doing with him?
Yes, it's true. It makes sense, you know. Go with the notepad. Go with the notepad.
That is type.
Because that's just the physical attributes. What about the other stuff?
But they don't think
Yes,
they're not visual.
Men don't think
fine looking black man, but
When
if
we okay, listen, men are visual.
I fall in love with a white man, if he treat me right, if me give him a chance and he treat me right, and he's very intelligent, even if he doesn't have any muscles,
But you
I
see, we
That's
women,
you.
we will take a man, however he is, once he whatever. We will take a big belly man or a bald-headed man or whatever, once him treat us nice or all of that. Men are visual. We could be the nicest woman out there, treat them like the king, but because our body is not what they want, you know how many men miss out on good women?
you're reducing a man to a primitive beast.
They are
You
primitive. They
guys
are.
telling me
It's the
that
truth.
they don't
No, but
use
some of them really
that
do
self
feel
confidence
me.
because it
I'm
goes.
telling you, Nadine, some of them look at all them look is the butt and the waist and the flat belly, this, that, or whatever. Because that's what's out there now. That's
I
what,
keep
but guess what?
Yeah, I
These
think
women
they're
that have these bodies don't even know that 2 and 2 equal 4. They say 2 and 2 equal 5. They're dumb. But the men not looking at that.
they're not looking at it until they won't. A man will tell you they won't wife what they like.
Mm.
Physically, they wife a different type of person. That's why you see men have a different type of person than what you see them cheating with. They
Yeah,
don't want
perfect example.
their
Look at Bob Marley. Look at Bob Marley. Rita, right? You know how everybody talk about Rita and about this, that, and whatever. You know, he messed around with nice looking women. You notice all the female women on the side are gorgeous. But
Mhm.
who him stick with? Rita, because he knows. But at the same time, to me, it's like he dissing Rita too.
Of course. Maybe
He
Rita was
dissing
just the
Rita
one that
like,
stuck
oh,
with
you,
him.
oh, yeah, for real.
doesn't really love her.
Huh?
That doesn't mean he doesn't really
No,
love her.
I didn't say that he didn't love her. I think he really loved Rita. But you know, society. You know,
Mm.
society have to be talk about why him, why would he be with a like Rita? Like it's just like if a big girl is with a nice slim guy that's from looking good. Oh, that man don't want it. He only want her because of money. He only want her because of what he can. Like a nice looking man can't want a big girl.
But
I don't understand. No, I'm
for a
You know
saying
second,
the
what?
truth.
You know what? One of my male friends said to me. He's married to a wonderful woman. She's great she's the perfect wife. But when it comes to the bedroom, she's not it. Now his side woman, she's everything he wants in the bedroom. She'll cook for him, she'll do things and cater to him, and he loves her. But he would never leave his wife for her. Why? Because she cannot clean and keep a house the way that his wife.
oh Jesus,
That's what we got to do to keep a man nowadays. Oh
that's.
my
Cook
gosh.
and clean.
I'm in.
But in reality, we can't get that perfect person.
I'm
We will
in
never
trouble.
we will never get that perfect man. We'll never get a good looking, wealthy. Can we get a good looking, wealthy, hardworking man that don't cheat?
Yeah.
There's gonna be something that's
All right.
missing.
Look, I'd rather work on myself than sit and wait. I think most of the time we're just looking for something that we don't have. So I would rather spend time edifying myself, developing myself, as opposed to looking for a man. If he show up on my
Well,
doorstep,
I I used to I don't think I was looking for a man back then or before. I used to think that I always had to be in a relationship.
mm,
And after this last one that I'm going through, and I'm really like going through and doing the self-love and really going through and learning about myself, I realized that I really don't need a man. And I'm not saying I don't need a man.
yeah,
I would
I'm
like
good.
to have a companionship.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
love
good.
to have companionship, but I'm not going out there looking anymore.
Exactly.
I'm
Good.
not going to
That's
be
when they say
hunting.
he comes along. When you
Yeah.
finally don't want him anymore, that's when they
Yeah.
come
Right.
along.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah. So now it's like I'm meeting guys, and like, nah, I'm not even gonna waste my time. You know, it's I'm just not feeling it. I'm not in that, oh my God, I need to be in a relationship to feel whole,
Right.
right? I'm like, oh no, I'm not you now. You man, the ones that I've been meeting, they either want to pay themselves bills so we can talk to them. Then I don't care. They who for they coming, they telling me they're begging for in on day two.
No, that's a waste of time.
I'm telling you, like, I don't need to hear this.
When
Like
you
seriously, I don't have the. Then you have one that telling me what how he cheated on his ex, and every time he talked to me, that's all he talk about. Like, okay, I blocked him. Like, nah, I don't need to. I'm not your
Uh,
therapist.
yeah, you
Okay.
don't want to waste
you have to
time
pay
with these.
attention to
Yeah.
when meeting men, a lot of times you find the most problematic ones are ones that are not fully educated.
Mm-hmm.
Because proper communication can minimize so many unnecessary things. And a lot of times, a lot of arguments or disagreements, whatever you want to call it, are ignited by the lack of understanding or not, communicating effectively to minimize it from the get-go. And a lot of that starts with not being educated. And it doesn't mean school education only. Some of them
Yeah.
just do not have the capacity to comprehend certain things without feeling like you're trying to exercise your knowledge above them and make them feel small and whatever. You know what I mean? So once
Yeah.
Agree.
somebody tries to start telling you, oh, you're trying to make me feel small, they're not on your level.
Yeah,
Nope.
You
All
got to
right.
keep it.
Well, I want to.
agree.
Well, I want to thank you, girls. That's not say girls, ladies. I want to thank you, ladies, for dropping in on my podcast. And it was a good conversation. Good conversation. And I hope to see you next time. I hope you
Thank
join
you.
me next time. And Montana, make sure you have on clothes. And Jesse, make sure
I'll
you
try. I'll try my best. I don't like clothes, but I'll
they don't
try.
like clothes. I hear that. Holy hottie, holy
You can
hottie.
put on a blouse.
No,
I'll think about it.
that's too much. That's too much.
Like
Yeah.
one,
Jesse, as always, much
one day
love
I
to
went
you, girl.
and I got up, forgot that I'm in my blouse and panties.
Oh,
Like, oh,
That's the
nah,
Zoom suit right there. Dressed
the
from
zoo.
the waist up. The
right,
Zoom suit.
right. Yeah, let's put
All
on
right.
a national top. And,
You see, with me, I have to do a full makeup. I can't do videos or anything without makeup because, I have my acne issues. So
oh,
this
Well, the fact that you came in and joined, that's fine. I
is
appreciate you. Love you, girls.
no
love you.
problem. You too. Later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.